The Battle of Magnesia is about to begin in the year 190 BC. The great army of Antiochus III, the king of the Seleucid Empire, now leads his forces against the Roman Republic and the Kingdom of Pergamon, who have allied together to stop this great behemoth forming in the Near East. What's up, guys, and welcome back. We have a glorious DEI scenario here for you today, and I'm really looking forward to this one. We got an absolutely massive 4v4 here shaping up as we have 3 Roman armies, 1 Pergamon army against 4 Seleucids. And in history, this battle was an absolute massive battle as well. Maybe over 100,000 troops with about 30,000 to like 50,000 Romans, anywhere between 50 to 72,000 Seleucids. The Seleucids had 54 war elephants, which is insane. And the Romans even had 16 of their own. Though they weren't committed, they are very much present here at today's battle. Because you know what? It would be fun to bring them. They are African elephants in this game. I think they were also in history. They were actually African elephants as well, because they're the only ones that the Romans could ever really acquire. The Seleucid ones are very much Indian elephants. We've got them here, and we also have, I think, these armored ones over on this side over here. These might be Syrian ones, yeah. They're like also Asian ones. So they're bigger and scarier than the African cousins that the Romans have to use. This is set in 190 BC, so the days of the legions are yet to appear. We have Hastati, Principes, Triari, and Velites as the sort of main infantry that the Romans have available to them here today. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's a really fun one that we did on the server a few days ago, and it was actually really exciting. A lot of tactical sort of moves going on, and it was a really exciting one. The heavy cav here is smashing on it. This is not a wise move really, just to smash it. I mean, it kills like some troops. They'll form squares. They're doing here, so that's anti-cav, and also just kind of get javied by Romans. This is pretty horrible. And javies do a lot of damage to cav in DEI, which is just the best way to kill them, to be honest. So what's going on right now? Rome is really pushing hard on it. It's right, they have actually 2 generals over here. This is like 1 and a bit of an army, maybe like a 1 1/3. But then a Pergamon here that's going to be shifting forward. You've got more Romans now shifting to this flank. And they're trying to move away. As you can see over here, the Seleucids are pushing hard with their medium cavalry. There's a lot more Seleucid cavalry than there is Roman and Pergamon cavalry. Pergamon historically just brought a lot of infantry, didn't really bring any cavalry. That was mentioned. The only cavalry they have in this is, I think, their general. But yeah, there was no cavalry sort of mentioned amongst the Pergamon roster. The only cavalry that there was like allied Roman, allied Italian cavalry, at least mentioned. So that's all that there is here today. But the Romans are going straight on in, like I said, being super aggressive on this flank here. Taking on these royal peltasts as they go in, and they are already slamming in. And looks like the elephants are falling back. They're going to be obviously want to avoid any javelins from the Romans. They could probably give it a good go against this infantry, but they don't want to take it on head on. They need even one of the cavalry here just to pin down some of these Romans, and then the elephants can go in. I mean, they don't want to charge the pikes, the Romans, obviously. They have nothing really to counter that. The Chocospides here will stand their ground for ages. Pikes really, really good in DEI. Put up a really good fight. Historically, this battle is won by the Romans. The Romans actually may have downplayed the numbers that they had. Like I said, they say they have about 30,000 troops in this battle. They may have had as many as 50,000. And then they might have been upplayed the amount of Seleucids. And there may have been around about more like 50,000 Seleucids rather than 70,000. The Romans do like to exaggerate how well they did. It sounds better in the Senate room, the Senate House, when you've slaughtered like 70,000 Greeks rather than just 50,000, which is still very impressive, to be honest. But yeah, mainline is very much engaged. Chocospides here are being engaged by Principes. It's kind of surprising they're just engaged in that. They are going to also press on against a lot of the infantry here. There's a lot of light infantry. As a lot of what the Seleucids have here today is a lot of light infantry. Though they have the numbers, like they do sort of in history, supposedly. They have worse infantry in a few areas, I would say, certainly their swords. But they have more cav and they have better elephants. While the Romans have a lot of better infantry, but slightly less of it, that is for sure. And the Principes here, they are, again, being picked down by pikes, but they are wrapping through some of these units over here. You can see light infantry are getting absolutely annihilated. In go the elephants. They are charging on in. These aren't the armored ones, but they are still very, very scary. They need to pull through. They need to keep moving. Keep moving those elephants. We've got Triari here, which are anti-large. So they're going to try and chase down the elephants. That'll be a bit of a problem. Yep, he's going to send those into the Triari. No otherwise move. Get them. I mean, get them in and then get them out. Absolutely, that's fine. Just to see what kills these guys already on. 4. What? Seriously? They killed like 4 guys? No, I can't go. Maybe they're flattening stuff but not killing it. I mean, they're hitting a lot of squares right now. They are singing prolonged melee, and they are getting jabbied quite a bit here now. Sure, these guys are getting more kills now. 8. Yes, technically they have got more kills. They've doubled their kill count. In comes my cavalry. So I was pushing my cavalry on pretty hard here. I found a gap in the line. There's like a gap between the Romans and Pergamon here. So I just kind of spill my army through to go left and right. Got the light cav here to go in for the generals, and I see better opportunities to actually save my ally here. It's getting pretty hard pressed by some of these Roman units. Rear charge there, supporting those Royal Pelters. Route that unit immediately. Have managed to pin the General here and the Velites, which is something. But it's already looking over for my Seleucid ally on this flank here. His General is engaged. Elephants, I think, are broken. Yeah, dead and broken. It's 37 kills. That is not good there. They've been absolutely annihilated here. Already got some... these are Silois, so these might be Jabbies. They're engaged here against the Romans now to be able to hold up the heavily armored Principes, which make up a lot of this Roman army, I believe. Yeah, a lot of Principes over here. We've got a lot of Hastati as well. They're certainly not as good. They'll hold the line. We've got a mass of fighting going on over here between the Greek factions as well. We've got breaking. Troll speed is there for the Seleucids. That is not ideal. We've got Thurios Spears in here. They're holding the line. They're really solid in DEI. Thurios Spears are a much better unit than they are in vanilla, I feel. We've got a phalanx formation fight going on here. Both sides holding the line. Seleucid and Pergamon hoplites holding that line. Both in hoplite formation, which is their best sort of formation that they want to be in. My general and elephants are still waiting patiently for an opportunity to go in, but we are running out of time. My left flank here is starting to shatter, and I'm going to need to start forming it up. I actually was starting to do sort of a bit of forming here with the silver shields, the elites from the Alexandrian days. I mean, it's not the exact same guys that fought under Alexander, but that's, you know, you have to be part of the elites part of Alexander's silver shields, and it's still the same in the Seleucid army. They are forming up a new line. We are breaking through Seleucids here, so yeah, my spears supporting there, starting to flank. The same here with some of my pikes as well, and light infantry managing to flank around and routing some of these guys here, which is huge. This is not looking good though. What's going on the right flank? Yeah, not a lot right now. Romans have kind of just been running away from the Seleucids as they've been trying to shift their army and support Pergamon and also just get over to the other Romans, to be honest as well, because that was their plan, is just to kind of go hard on one flank and just delay on the others. In go my elephants. So can they do any better than the other ones? We'll see. They're going after a lot of hoplites and Cretan Pazoi. The general's kind of open here for Pergamon. He's already pretty weak as well. Cav bombing after him here. Is medium cav. We'll see how that does. In go the elephants. They are going in after very cheap infantry. Slamming on in. Keep an eye on them, but they are already wavering and breaking these melee infantry there. Like I said, this is still not going on. I mean, credit my teammate. He's held on as long as he can. Chalky is still here alive, being a problem, being a pain. I am managing to form up a bit of a line here. Very small, raggedy line right now, but it will have to do. Also, the plan was just to try and break Pergamon as quickly as possible. Pergamon kind of evaporated as quickly as he could. He had the largest army, actually, funnily enough. Possibly not necessarily the best army in like infantry, but he had the largest one. Going in there, hitting down. What are they fighting? Triari. Yeah, they definitely don't want to be fighting those to the elephants. They're going to get a brilliant rear charge here. What are they? They're still fresh. Oh my gosh. Untouched as well. In they go. In for the back charge. Beautiful. Absolutely flattening those Romans there. That's them shattered. That's them broken. How many kills these elephants on? 150, 160, and climbing. They're definitely doing better than the other ones. Very, very nice there. That's good. And they are getting shot from something. Oh, they're getting shot by Cretan Toxotes over here. So yeah, Cretan archers. They want to get out of there to those Cretans to try and survive, to keep bothering those elephants. Whether they want fire arrows, I don't know. But yeah, the medium cav going in there trying to deal with the archers. Here comes a charge from the Seleucids. Seleucids now going in for the Romans here. I am still going down the line with the elephants. Look at this. Managing to avoid all the javelins. Hitting these Hastati in the flank. Still going in. How is the left flank doing? Left flank for the Seleucids. There's still a few isolated units here and there that are surviving, but they're now onto my line here, and my aggro speed days are not looking the right way. That is not ideal, guys. Quick base here. I mean, they're in just the square formation. It's such an annoying formation to actually fight. They just don't break. Elephants are very much still alive for the Romans. They've actually yet to see any action. Yeah, the general's still alive. This general actually is engaged here. Equite Consulari. Let's see again. So Antiochus speed days. Be careful. He is technically side charging, but he is getting also shot by missiles as he engages the pikes there. He needs to be very, very careful to keep himself alive. Whether he has, I don't know. He has actually just routed. He is literally just routed as Equite there. That is huge. Keep him alive. Roman's still flanked around though, still finding ways around. Center needs to get itself organized, get it moving. It is now defeated Pergamon, and we are shattering this Roman left, our right. The elephants again still going in. What kills you guys at now? 320 I saw there. That is disgusting. Yeah, 330 and going on. This is what happens if you don't stop elephants. There's no missiles. They are absolute army killers. These Syrian elephants, they do God's work right now. General, they're getting encircled and he's broken. I think that might be army losses. That's why he is breaking. That is insane. But yeah, that is actually the Seleucid right. Finished just like that. Like, that was like a blitz through the Roman left. Seleucid right. That was really, really good. Romans are still pushing hard here, though. They're going to break those phalangites if they don't get reformed, which I don't think they can now. They're being encircled. They're sort of engaging the edge of these hoplite formations as well, which is probably better for them rather than taking them on directly head on. Yeah, Principate on the line. General going to be able to go out and do some chaos. There goes the Seleucid hoplites. Again, trying to encircle stuff. Just need to keep, keep my general alive. Generals are so important for morale in DI. DI generally, just morale is so important. Keeping, them alive would be major, major, major. And yeah, elephants. Going to go in for another charge. They have absolutely farmed down some of these units. 479. Another charge here. Beautiful. So we are back. The elephants crushed these Romans so hard that they also broke my game. And yeah, we did have a bit of a crash there. But there you go. The elephants have destroyed that unit there. And yeah, that's pretty much the right-hand side for the Seleucids mopped up. The left, though, for the where the Romans are still very much alive, is still kind of up in the mix here a little bit. The Principes are starting to get encircled by my general, but it's still not over. We're still losing quite a few of these places here. Here, the Silver Shields are still losing. I mean, so is my like cheap spears. Just lost another. Cheap sword, and just lost another cheap sword there. The cav, actually, funnily enough, for the Romans is actually still alive. In a game where they're outnumbered by cavalry, they managed to keep their cavalry alive quite well here. Also, a lot of the Seleucid cavalry is, you could say, not present on the battlefield. They're going on little side quests, taking things out, but they are about to chase down a Roman general there who's in a lot of danger. He's literally like that, the Simpson kid, like in that meme going, "I'm in danger." Here come the elephants, though, of the Romans. They've been kept well back, and they are now going in. They're also getting focused down by my slingers over here, who are still trying to keep themselves in the game. And they also charge into my hoplites, which are trying to do their best to try and survive. They've literally turned around to face the elephants, and now getting themselves encircled by a square, which is kind of impressive that they managed to do that, but they have. They might just break there. And so I've actually sold my aggro speed days. There you go, the silver shields are finally gone. Pergamon actually is still in the game. It's still got some three spears here, which are alive. But yeah, my elephants are still mopping stuff up here. They've managed to help get rid of a few more of these units of here. Chari and Principes breaking. Also the heavy cav still alive as well. So a great job here. So the three spears are alive there. Elephant's still going in. I'd like to see elephant versus elephant. I don't know if we are going to see that. They both seem to be avoiding each other, as it is right now. Elephants for the Romans still back here. They've still got a dangerous sort of like force here of some Principes, the elephants, and the general, but I don't know if they're necessarily going to win this one here today. It does look like the Battle of Magnesia is going to end slightly differently how it did in history. The Consular is going around. They're going to engage this medium cavalry here. And there come the elephants. They're dashing to get in there. They're like, yeah, get us some kills. They are tired. They've been running around most of this game. The stamina for the elephants has been massively increased for the It's insane. They're also untouched. Not a single one dead. And triple bronze chevrons. They've earned all those chevrons as well. That's insane. Done really, really well. I mean, what the kill count is now 603. Here come the Roman ones as well. I think they've done all right. They must have, 220 kills. They've not done bad either. Only those other Indian ones for the Seleucids have done pretty poorly. There come the elephants, still smashing their way in. Still routing stuff over here are the Romans. They're still taking names. I mean, I doubt they're going to manage to mass route the Seleucids. They actually managed to get all the way to my general. I thought he was safe in the center of all this. But the elephants have actually managed to get to my general. I was like, oh god, that is not so good. Engage them. They need to kill a general, I think, to try and cause a slight bit of a mass rout here. But the elephants of the Seleucids may also cause one for the Romans. They keep smashing into infantry here, and there's no javelins left in the world. And there you go, a mass rout is taking place for the Romans. Army losses, I'm guessing, are just starting to take over. And a close victory for the Seleucids. And we'll end the replay. And we'll have a quick look at the end results. I was playing in this one. I was playing as the as the Seleucids. Yeah, my elephants absolutely annihilated. So nearly 650 kills. Really, really well done. One of my Sarissa Foroi as well, 312 kills. The rest not doing so great, but this one did very well. It's cooking. 111 kills here with the Siloi. And then we got 182 kills with the Thurios infantry. Yeah, my pikes did nothing. They just kind of like held the line. Same with my Seleucid hoplites. Didn't do a lot apart from just like hold a lot of stuff in place. And then we have Sword playing as the second Seleucid army. One of his cav got 333 kills, 173 kills. Some of his infantry got 117, 115. He was on the far right for the Seleucids. Pretty much did nothing. Just stood and looked at the Romans and just like... That was all he had to do, and then watch the elephants run through the Romans. Jacoboy, unfortunately, on the left, got absolutely annihilated. Yeah, his elephants got like no kills. His Royal Peltas here got 147 kills, 127, 108. Not bad. But yeah, and then 175 kills with this. 173 with some Cretans is not bad either. We have Aemon playing as the sort of middle Seleucid army next to me, who's fighting the Pergamon. Most of his armies pretty much intact. Like the elites are also alive, like the Hypatists. His Thurios Spears, 154 kills, 142. His hoplites did okay, 108 kills, and his Cav 200, 241 with the Cav there. Like the companion stuff. Then we have Hannibal playing as Pergamon. I think he had one of the largest armies. Actually, no, maybe not. I thought he had the largest, but maybe not. Actually, no, it is. I think 2,800 is the largest army by man count. Maybe not just by units. But yeah, had a really rough time. His army just seemed to disappear. I mean, just evaporate. I didn't really understand how it happened, but it just did. 172 kills with the Thurios Spear here, but yeah, nothing else really getting masses of kills. Didn't have any cav to really spawn, but he was kind of secure in the center with his hoplites. Then we have Mikhailo playing as Rome, getting 121 kills with his Socia Equites there. And then we have the Principes 212, 276, still healthy, 183 kills, not bad there. Then we have Ori Harden playing as another Roman army, 100 kills with his general there. The Principes again doing the best, 223, 170 kills, very, very decent. Then we have Geo with the most kills for the Romans, 105 kills, 182 kills with the Triari. Principes getting 163 kills, and then his Elephants 280 kills, and his General 177 kills is also very, very good. But there you go, guys. That is the Battle of Magnesia. History has been changed. The Seleucids have thrown back the Roman Republic and the Kingdom of Pergamon, and now look to cement themselves in Asia Minor, and maybe they can recreate Alexander's once great empire. Hope you did enjoy this DEI battle. If you did, I want to see more DEI action on the channel. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show support. And do check out some of the videos appearing on your screen now. There should be some corkers there. But until next time, bye-bye for now.